Welcome back, everyone. We are here in Christmas Corner, and Ken is very excited. As you can see, we are continuing our celebration of the 10th anniversary of Countdown to Christmas, and Ken is capturing all the magic of Christmas and the holidays with his hanging ice skates.
Yes, I am. I am. You know, I was inspired by the movie that's coming up, Christmas Next Door.
Yep.
Has Jesse Metcalf, and I love. And he is an author of these sort of bachelor lifestyle books.
Oh, okay.
But he meets Fiona Gubelman, and she is her character is a lover of all things Christmas. So there are a couple of like wonderful scenes where they're ice skating, and it's all sort of brings back sort of all of those thoughts. I used to ice skate as a kid. My kids are now begging me to teach them how to ice skate.
In Southern California, it's a little tough.
It's a little tricky. San Francisco's tough too, but they're unfortunately are. So I have to figure out before next Christmas how to ice skate.
Right.
But in the meantime, this should keep them happy.
Right, hang some on the wall. All right,
exactly.
Really cute. How do we get started?
Very easy project. What you're going to need is a super-sized embroidery hoop.
Okay.
And you know, for those of you who don't do a lot of cross stitch at home, which is probably most of the world, you simply unscrew this, which I can't unscrew right now. The inner one pops out.
Right, so you have to.
And then you just stretch fabric over it and then clamp it back on.
Okay, like we've done here.
Right, so you're going to have there. So it gives you this nice canvas. And for everybody at home, this is just a really great way. You trim off the fabric right there. If you do need something to put on the wall or on the front door, it's a really easy way to have a nice canvas that's a little bit different.
And so you could even paint on this.
You can paint, right. So it's lots of purposes. It's a good sort of sheet. Now you need your pattern. And, you know, don't worry. You don't have to figure out how to draw it, etc. Simply go online, look up ice skate drawing, ice skate outline.
Okay.
And you'll find a zillion different patterns. Now, one thing you want to do is you want to find a pattern that has a couple of details. Like this has that sole, it has the heel patch, it has the eyelet sort of overlay. You could also do one that was a hockey skate if you have hockey players.
Oh, cool. That's a great idea.
You know, you could really do a lot of fun things. What you want to do, the trick here is to print out several copies, 3 or 4 copies of the exact same pattern. And then what you're going to do is cut out each element individually.
Oh, I see.
So you want to cut out the full boot first.
Okay.
And then you want to cut out all the little extra pieces separately.
Okay.
Because you want to be able to cut out, then trace that onto your fabric and cut out all of those elements. So that's a really easy way to be able to do it with zero artistic talent.
Well, I love that you've used the leather. Like as if it's a real skate.
Right, and you can make this as high end or low end as you want. This is actually, I use real leather for the heel because this is a great way to use up scraps. We have all these scraps of like vinyl and leather. For this, I use vinyl. I went back and forth. We had some patent leather, which could be really cute.
Oh,
you could also do it in white.
Well,
you could do it, so many different ways to sort. You could do it all in real leather, which would give it a very sort of sophisticated,
rich
look.
Very rich.
Very rich.
All right, so we have our pattern. We've cut out all of our shapes to the skate that we're supposed to cut out. Oh boy, the glue. Okay, let's hope I don't glue myself. Now, tell me about after we glue this on. I'm very interested about how you did the eyelet and the laces.
Yeah, so it is.
Sticking myself.
There you go. Yeah, it's very, here, let's get this together.
Right
here.
there.
I'll show you. It's very, so all you're going to do, so here is you may not feel like you need to do a full boot, but you do want to do a full boot first. Just give me some down here. Because what you want to do is you don't want to have to kind of figure out how to piece it together.
All right.
So when you do the other pieces, you can do them right on top, which is nice. And so if you didn't have these extra little pieces, it wouldn't have sort of enough of a kind of feel to it.
Okay.
And
I love watching this come together like this.
Yeah, it's very, so this would be a fun, sort of a puzzle, fun project.
I was just thinking that. You just got to be careful with the hot glue.
With the hot glue. Well, I'm using hot glue mostly because of the show. We want it to do quickly, but you could use just regular glue. You could do Fabri-Tac. So there you go. We've got the boot, came together very, very quickly.
But now what really makes it are the eyelet and we didn't put the bottom on.
Well, we're going to hold on that for a second. all these are fasteners. Remember these from like paper plate projects and like kindergarten? And all I did was take a pair of wire cutters and
what a great idea,
snip off. This is seriously everything for this project we already had in the garage. So this is one of those rainy day between now and the holidays. Go ahead and do it with the kids. And then all I'm going to do is just do, let's see, 1, 2, you want to pop those on there for me?
I'll pop them on while you do it.
3.
I love we're doing this in real time, too.
There you go. Just up your little boot there.
Oh, my God. gosh.
Very,
This
very
is so
simple.
adorable. And if you didn't have these, if you had tacks, they would probably work.
Tacks, upholstery, like push pins, any of that works. And then all you do
With the lace.
the lace is, again, I found what we had. We have this sort of leather around. You could also use some sort of cording. You have lots of options of things to use for the lace. And all you're going to do is
Oh, this is adorable.
pop a little drop on it, your very first one. Start your lace there, and then you're just going to wind it around your actual little brass tacks. Oh. Very, very, very simple.
Very simple, very quick.
There you go.
And then we add the blade.
And the blade, okay, so the blade, I wanted the blade to be metal, but I wanted to keep the fabric the same. So the trick is I found a piece of white vinyl, and all I did, if you can see here, is I just spray painted it with silver spray paint.
Okay.
And that gives us that metallic feel on that.
Oh, sorry. Nice.
There we go.
Just
And we're
like
just going to
that.
pop this right onto the bottom. So really fun project. And you could really you could do this if you have a hiker. You could do this as like a little mountain boot would be fun. And then to hold your shoelace in place, I found that just a little drop of glue on the side.
You could do this. You could do it with Coco and Margot's ballet. Ballet
I could do cute little ballet slippers. Girl, that's cute.
Oh my gosh, how cute would that be? Ken, this is adorable and so easy.
Well,
to
it's
hang.
so
Look,
easy. Now you have a little
lightweight.
pair of them. Boom, done.
A lot easier to hang than real skates. Those are a little heavier.